Hey, Wendy, doing your offline review. Bronze Viego versus Fiddlesticks. Let's get right into it. Okay, clearing up this game. Uh, Top is Darius versus Thresh. I think I'd probably clear down this game just because it's Thresh top. It's not really kind of hard to know what's gonna happen up there. Again, it's fucking Thresh top. Um, I think it probably doesn't matter too much because bot's not exactly too gankable either. It's Morgana versus Zyra. So I think it's fine to pet top with the idea of like, oh, Darius has E, so Darius has gank setup. It's just a bit hard to know what's gonna happen. So anytime you have lanes where you're not really sure, it's better to just clear down usually because bot's a more important lane to play off of. But in this case, it ended up being fine, and here you end up getting double crab, which is really good. Play for a bot gank. They show up as they kill you. I think here you have to base. Um, Something that's really cool that it's been true since like season 5 and it's true even to this day. Someone found this out in like season 4 or 5 of jungle. If we did a time like a timer right now, like a stopwatch, like click click, and we started timing, how long this takes. If we did a stopwatch right now, where you go do Gromp Wolves, and then we see when you finish Wolves, and let's say I don't know, I know it's 3:47 to make the numbers easy. Let's say that it's 3 minutes right now, and we do a stopwatch right now. Click click, and then the stopwatch ends when you finish Wolves. Let's say it's going to be 3:30. If you base right now, even though basing takes 8 seconds, and then walking to this takes 10 seconds, so it's 18 seconds slower, right? You'll finish the wolves also around 3:30. Sometimes it's even faster. And you're like, how's that? And it's just because when you spend this extra 1,000 gold and you get items right here, long swords, daggers, whatever you're gonna Recrix, whatever you're gonna buy, Phage, Sheen, whatever. Um, all the time you're losing from 8 seconds recalling and 10 seconds walking, 18 seconds, but you're gonna kill Gromp and Wolves 9 seconds faster. Again, it's not the exact numbers here. It's just the tentative numbers used to explain the point. But the point is, because you have no items, you kill these camps so slowly. Like, you're gonna watch yourself. You just do no damage. It's so tanky because it respawned that all the time it takes to recall and run here, all that time that takes is going to be saved by just killing this camp so much faster. And the bright side is, right now, let's say you did Gromp with items and you do Wolves here with items, and let's say there's a bot fight right now or a mid fight right now. Right now, because you have a base, you literally can't go because it's too bad for you to go because you just have no items, right? But if you buy the items, then you could actually go to a potential bot fight or mid fight because you wouldn't feel terrible. But right now, if you go to a fight bot or mid, you'd feel terrible, right? But again, as a habit, anything you have over 1,000 gold and your camps respawn, you have no items, you should just, unless you're like super close to them, which in that case you weren't, you should just insta base. But anyways, now we go for a gank bot. Leonard W. A bit forced. Obviously, Lucian based. Morgana no mana. Um, so I mean, technically, it's not terrible. I mean, obviously you flashed. The only bad thing is that you flashed for nothing. It's not like a terrible idea. I think it's just a bit forced. I think you could just chill, wait for Skeleton to spawn, wait for Blue to spawn. I think also leaving base here, you could just run to Krugs. I also think once you've already committed to the bid of staying on the map, just do Krugs here. Oh, also important note here is if you base and did the Gromp Wolves Raptors, you'd be at the Raptors the exact same time. But here you see Phil things in top. I mean, sorry, bot, and now you could go take a stop camps. But right now, you don't go for them because you know that it's just like you've been on the map way too long, you have way too much money. But his top camps are up, by the way, because he only has 24 CS, so he just did a single full clear. So if all your camps are respawn, your Wolves, Gromp, Raptors, Krugs respawn. That means his Wolves, Gromp, Raptors, Krugs respawn. So right now his Gromp and Wolves are up. So here, I think if you had your items, you just happily go to his Wolves Gromp and just take them. But because you stay on the map, you're forced to base. So this is actually a perfect example of why you'd always want to base, because you see how you're missing potential opportunities because you overgreeded on the map. And then here, I think you should just run to your Krugs. I think it's unrealistic to think you're going for a bot gank because your Lucian's basing. Here, if you wanted to solo dragon, it's not a terrible idea, but I do think, again, I just don't think, especially when you see the Mord. You see the Mord, you have no setup because it's Morgana, not like a knowledge or something. Um, I just think Zyra has slows, MF is really fast. I think you either go Krugs or you just solo dragon. I think going for this gank is it's just unrealistic. Unless they're really like hitting tower and playing like super, super far up, you know? which wasn't the case. Do all our camps. Full clear up. Looks good. Play for grubs. See Fiddlesticks, we start leaving. You see, is he at level 5? You should not be scared of this guy at all. I think normally being scared makes sense when if he's normal, but he's level 5. This guy is not even a human being. This guy is not even, like, you say you're clicking back. Why clicking back? Who are you scared of? Is there a top laner coming to fight you? No. Is there GP walking? No. You're 1v1. Is there support walking? No, support's here. You're 1v1. You're level 7 to level 5. Just fucking run at him. Who are you scared of? The wind? The ghost? Why are you spamming help? You don't need help. You could 1v1 this guy. You don't need anyone's help. You only need help when you're losing. Because when you're losing, your teammate helps you go from losing to winning. Why are you scared of this guy? Just fight him to death. He's still level 5, you know? And now it makes sense to be scared because now Ahri base, so GP's not here. I mean, now it makes sense. Right now, it makes no sense. You see this guy, just run at him. W, run. This guy should die as well. Fuck the grubs. This guy should just be dead if he wants. If this guy wants to stand on your screen, being down 2 levels, he should die for it. So I think this is. I'm gonna call this information gathering. You need to press tab, or you need to, look at the enemy. You need to when you are stronger than your opponent, you want to play to fight them. If you're weaker, you want to play to avoid them, and you want to have your teammates help you. I think you had you're just not paying attention at all to if you're stronger or weaker, which is obviously bad. So in this case, Darius lost an entire wave to come help you, when you didn't need any help, you know? Again, same thing as before. I don't know why you're staying in the map so long. You have over 1,000 gold. Please just base. Even in this case, this one's so egregious. We can count it right now. Right now, 9:24. You could 8 seconds to base, and then it takes 10 seconds to walk in here. So you could be on your wolves 20 seconds from now. Okay. 8 seconds plus 12. Right now it's 9:24. When do you get to your wolves? 9:24. You get to your wolves at 9:46. When did I say you'd get there? You got here at 9:46. I said you could get here if you base right now. If you base right now, it's 9:24. 8 seconds base. 9:32. Yeah, I mean, you literally get there at the exact same. You literally get there at the exact same time. I think, unless I'm fucking retarded, I'm pretty sure you get there faster if you actually base. And keep in mind, you're gonna have even if you get here 5 seconds slower if you base, which isn't the case, but even if you did get there 5 seconds slower, you're killing the wolf 5 seconds faster with the extra items you have. You see? So there's literally just there's no time you should ever. I call this cross country. There's no reason you should ever cross country. It's just so pointless. Especially now with home guards in the game, where you could just base and just home guards out of base. It's just insane. So anyways, doing the dragon's good because you saw them top side, no complaints. Same thing here. Please base. Oh my god, I thought you were gonna base again. Clearing down. You see top fighting, so you start walking. You decide to go for the kill. You kill him. Nice. If you ask me, is it worth flash ulting for 340 gold? I would say no. I would much rather you just clear down and do Raptors, Wolves, Blue. That's 3,300 gold right there, and you don't have to use flash or ult for it. Personally, but I think it's fine. Whatever. Get tab eyes. No idea why you just built tab eyes. Zero idea. AP, AP, AP. They have 280 champions. If it was one of those things where like 0-4, 0-4, fucking 8-0, 0-4, then sure, this is the only guy that matters. But that's not the case. This is not like Thanos or something. Like Fiddlesticks is equally as strong as GP. They're both 2 kills. They're both 60 CS. I don't. Tab buys makes no sense. I think you should either don't. You can just sit on tier ones and start building your next item. Which if you're going collector, you can just build pickaxe here. You have 900 gold. So you can just buy pickaxe, which is 875. Or again, if I think Mercs are better this game. AP, CC, E. Fiddlesticks has obviously plenty of CC. His E, his Q, right? Thresh, even his damage is mixed. He has E, which is CC, his Q, which is CC, his ult, which is CC. Even GP with his E and ult are both slow. So they have so many slows and CCs on their entire team. No AD champ is super fed on their team. They don't have that many auto attackers, which because even GP most of his damage is from his Q and E. He's barely auto attacking you, right? And also when he does auto attack you, it's true damage. So then tab ice matters even less. So I think tab ice is a terrible purchase. I think you either build pickaxe, just build into your item, or you could build no magic plus a longsword if you want like Mercs plus a longsword for your next item. You know. But here we clear down towards the dragon. Do our full clear. I'm glad we're not skipping any camps. That's good. We take the enemy raptors, take the enemy Krugs. I think this trading so far is the best thing you've done all game. I'm glad you're not skipping any camps. I'm glad you're taking the enemy camps. I think this is wonderful. Go for the gank. This looks good. Oh, I just realized you're maxing W second. I just realized. Not a single Viego on Earth maxes W second. Every single Viego maxes E second. This is just, it's not like even arguable. There's some things in League you can like discuss. We could discuss the boots. We could discuss something else. We could discuss Trinket over Sweeper. This is undiscussable. It's always E second. I just realized you're maxing W. This gank looks good. Good job. I'm glad you held your ult. You don't need ult to kill them, then don't use it. Perfect. Good job. Really good double kill. I'm really happy you didn't use your ult. Perfect. Now we want to clear down towards the dragon, raptors, and wolves, and now play for dragon. I completely agree. This looks really good. See Zyra. You start looking at him. Nice W. You landed it. Good job. He flashes away and looks like he dies. Full dragon. I think here just lazy. Always the rule on 99% of the time you want to pull dragon, you always pull it out. Always. You just hit it once, walk here, and the dragon will pull out here. Now the only time you don't do this is when you know the enemy jungle can't be here. Like you see him on vision right now, or you see he's dead. Unless so it's basically only when the jungler can't be here. If you don't know where the enemy jungler is, which here I know you think he's on Herald, but you don't know. You don't see him for sure. You always pull it out. It should be like a second habit. Because here, if you pull it out all the way, this would never happen, right? I want you to imagine instead of being where you are, right? You're here right now, and Dragon's here. You're not even in the circle range. You see? So you should always pull it out. Always. Yeah. I genuinely think you wouldn't die here, and you wouldn't lose Dragon if you just pulled it out. So pretty big deal. And that's the big part about this. It's such a easy small fix too. Good. Well, Herald looks good. Mute his pings. Not your fault. I have no idea why he's pinging you. He got solo killed. Oh, yeah. I was looking to base soon. Like anytime you have a completed item, which you do, collector's 525, you should be looking to base. The only time you don't base is there's like a really active play you have to respond to. Like let's say they were diving Lucian right now, then yes, you would cancel your base to stop them. Like let's say they're diving him right now, then you'd come when they're already like committed under tower, then you'd pull up, and now they're so far they can't escape. They're too far committed, and you chase them down and kill them. Right? In this case, they're obviously not committed to the play. So I think you just keep hiding in this scrub bush, in the scrump bush. Maybe you could sit in this bush. You can start your recall, and if they walk up, you'll go. And if they don't walk up, which they're not doing right now, then you'll just base and get your item. You know, the only time you want to stay when you have full item is when it's a very active play which you have to respond to. The only active play here would be if they're diving, which they are not diving. They're just existing, and Lucian's just safely lasting under tower. So pointless death. I think at this point you're just tilted because your team is shaving to you, so I recommend muting them or ignoring them because obviously I think this death was super preventable. This game's actually not in that bad. Like the scoreboard's 13 to 10. So only down 3 kills. I think we could agree that death was pointless. So the scoreboard could easily be 12 to 10, which is nothing. 2 kills is nothing, right? So let's watch this. You should eat this well now. Good. Charging W. W. Anytime you can charge W, you should. Right? In this case, like when you get to this point, you can charging it now, and by the time he gets here, you'd be here, and then you throw it. And then obviously, uh, full charge W to compared to a tap is a really big difference because they're just stunned for so much longer, right? Like here, I like okay, you kill him mid auto, but he almost made it out. I guarantee you, if you stun longer, he never even would have got to hit the blast plan. Because here, I know you're like, whew, like sweat off your brow. Like, "God, thank God I got it before he went over the wall," you know. But if you charged it, it wouldn't have even been that close. He would have died way earlier. You might not even have to ult potentially. I think you should spend your money. There's no point to fight. I assume you're playing for the dragon in 20 seconds. There's no point to show up to the dragon with this much money. Again, now at this point, once you're on the map, this is really smart dive. I think you should pay attention to the blast plant. I don't know if you realize it, but this blast plant right here, you could hit this right here, and then you could cut him off. Because right now he could technically just if he leaves all the way to the tower, you won't make it in time. He could actually live. You kill him because he decided to stay, right? But if he ran out, he would have lived. But if you take this last one, he actually can't run out. If you hit this last one right now, you just saw him here. You'll blast one to here, and then you'll be able to cut him off. In this case, you're pretty lucky that there's no wards here. He decided to stay because he could have definitely based. But nice kill. I think that the point is the second I kill this guy, you know what I think to myself? If I was in this game, I think to myself, nice, dragon's guaranteed. How is dragon guaranteed? Well, dragon spawns in 3 seconds, so we're gonna run straight there. Beeline, which is this path, right? This is the fastest path to dragon. And now dragon's guaranteed because it's a 4v3. We have 4 people, mid, AD, support, jungle. They're only gonna have 3 people, support, jungle, mid, right? It's 4v3. In League of Legends, there's no stronger advantage or winning situation than number advantage. Number advantage is the strongest form of advantage in League, right? Or fighting advantage. So in this case, we have the guaranteed. And if top laners come, well, then it's a 45. We have 5 people alive. They have 4 people minus 80 carry, right? So here I just run straight to dragon. Here, I don't know where you're going to. I guess you want to kill GP or you want to kill Zyra. I'm not killing. I'm not even thinking about these guys. All I'm thinking about is the free objective. Emphasis on free. League, you're gonna win a lot more games and not have as much like life's gonna be good when you become way more objective focused. Everything in your head should be about objectives. That's why earlier here I said base because here I'm not even invading here. Right here I see dragon spawning in 37 seconds. I see I have 1,000 gold. I'm just basing because whatever I'm buying, if you're buying Last Whisper, you have it. If you're buying Shiobo, you have Noon Quiver. There's no matter what item in the game you're buying, you Longsword builds into it. If you're going dark, that stance, you have the Warhammer. Again, like no matter what, you have a Doom Quiver, Lost Whisper, you have a Cloak, you have a Pickaxe. No matter what you're building, you have at least a nice component, right? And again, I want to be. People would win like way more games. Fuck the mechanics, fuck the pathing. If people just did this one singular thing, their win rate will go up by 10% instantly. If you could just play all your games and just make sure you show up to every objective, Dragon or Grubs or Herald or Baron, with full HP, full mana, flash up, ult up, all your money spent. If people could just do this single thing, they will win way more games. In this case, I'm thinking, okay, obviously there's no way to have flash up for Dragon, but if I base right now, I'll have all my money spent. By the time Dragon spawns, I'll have my ult back up because Dragon's at 35, but no one really starts on spawn. Usually you pull it out or you start setting it up, and Dragon, it all spawns in 50. Blah blah. So you'll have full HP, you'll have your money spent, you'll have your camps down, your flash will be down sadly, but it's chill. And but the point is, you're making your conditions for the fight as good as possible. So if a fight breaks out, you're as strong as possible to influence and control the flow of the fight. In this case, you want your smite to be up for the dragon here. Your smite's down for dragon spawn for some reason, right? I think going for the skill is completely fine because again, you want to if you're objective focused, and we've identified that number advantage is the strongest advantage in the game. Well, by getting a kill before dragon, this should guarantee you the dragon. But I think you're just being too kill horny. Like you just gotta be happy you got the kill and instantly run to the dragon and not care about what else is happening. None of this shit matters. I only care about the objective. That's the mindset you should adapt. Ends up not being that bad, but actually it does be. They end up getting the dragon, which I think you could have avoided completely, which sucks. I do think I agree with you. It sucks that I don't know why your entire team's topside. Like they should be here. I agree with you. It's unfortunate, but it was still preventable. That's the important takeaway. Okay, we do our camps. I'm really happy with how you're not skipping camps. It's a really good habit you have. Base for Shilbo, perfect. See, this is a good example of how you should be. Second, you have your complete item. Like, you honestly should base right now. Because here, after Gromp, you have your item. Item's A25. So instead of cross-countrying and running from Gromp to blue, what if we just base right now, get our item, and then you'll run to blue. And you'll be at blue. Look at this line. It's the same line. Like the same distance, right? But again, you also have home guards, so it's actually faster still. So yeah, I think he's just base. Hmm. Kind of a weird mid game. I think when you hit the scout, you should clear all the vision. Like here, you see this. You should hit this ward. You should hit this ward. Again, when you're playing objective focused, what's the only objective on the map? It's Baron. So yeah, we want Baron control. Clear all their vision. We can send this. We have no camp, so we can send this bush. If someone decides to walk in and we full charge W into ult and get a pick, now we can start Baron under the pretense of it being 4v5, right? Um, so I think you being here is really good. I think you're being really like you're really tunnel visioning on the camps. Like clear all these vision, clear the warden pit, clear the warden river. Now it's full dark. They don't know where you are. They don't know what you're doing, and then go at the camps, right? But they full see you. They see you on that ward. They saw you on this ward. They see you on this blue. They see you on this fiddle thing. They literally see you from 4 different angles running into Gromp. So who would have guessed that they came and collapsed on you? They saw you for 20 fucking years, doing like running into their jungle, right? So I think you're just skipping steps. It's clear vision, place your own vision, get control of the area, and then force your play, which could be a Gromp invade or a Baron start or a gank, whatever play. There's so many different types of plays in League, right? But first is clear vision, place your own vision, and then do your play. You just skipped step 1 and 2 and went straight to step 3, which I think you should never die here. And you got your flash and your ult burned, which is really bad. And now your team obviously is fighting a 45, and this is an example of what I mean by there's no stronger advantage or disadvantage the numbers, and here they had numbers advantage because it's a 45. So who would have guessed that you guys lost it, right? And your entire team dies, and you lose 2 towers, and dragon, which is obviously all really really bad. And again, I think this is all super super preventable, right? Okay, we're grouped with our team. Hmm. Not bad. I mean, it's 1 for 1. I think this is fine. Obviously, the support's worth more than you, but I don't hate it. I think they kind of like 4 man you. Team kills him here. Nice. Spamping Baron. Good. You should double kill here and then do Baron. Perfect. Good job. Get IE. Base here. Again, I don't. It's you have the same habit. You're doing it all game. Just base right now. You have item, right? You have 2,500 gold. You have Infinity Edge and base. And after Infinity Edge, you can still buy another component afterwards. Why are you running from Krugs to Wolves? Why are you running across the map when you have item? You have you're level 18. You're not getting level 19. Obviously, you're not a top laner. What now? You did Wolves Gromp, right? And look, you left base with 170 gold. So the Gromp was 170. So that Gromp basically gave you nothing if you think about it like that, Um. Okay, well, we're here now. Nice. Play with our team. They all went top, so we're gonna fight mid. I think you're a little too scared here. Again, there's 3 people top, and there's 3 of you, right? There's you, Lucian, Ari. So you see, there's 3 of you, and there's 2 of them. So this is a 3v2, so, which is obviously winning, right? Also, if you compare the people here, 80 mid jungle versus 80 support. So it's not only a 3v2, but obviously, um, you guys are stronger than the support, right? Sorry, it's this top laner. I forgot. I keep forgetting it's Thresh top. Sorry, but the point kind of still stands. It's not, you still have no advantage. I think if you're getting MF ulted here, it makes sense to flash because you don't want to get MF ulted. But here, I think you're completely fine. Um, Also, if you're able to flash, you're able to ult. Obviously, they both come off cooldown at the same time. I mean, when you get out of CC, you can use both at the same time. And actually, not only is ult safer because you're unstoppable, but obviously your ult's a way lower CD than your flash. Flash is 5 minutes, while your ult's only like a minute. So I would still ult out or flash out if I was gonna flash. If I was scared of, and here I don't think you should be. I think here you could literally just W him, right? Tap W and fight this guy. It's again 2v3. You guys should double kill him here. If they want to fight you, it's a double kill, right? You're up numbers. Um, so I don't mind you not fighting, but I do mind you flashing. You should never have to flash ever. Okay, top wave. Close to our last item. Farm for our last item. Second you have it, you should instantly base. We have it now. We're 6 items. Sick. Let's group with our team. Play for this Baron that's respawning soon. Play for a pick on this guy. W, auto, Q, ult. Actually, you didn't ult. I actually like your ult discipline. I know I'm ulting because I'm saying better safe than sorry. But if you actually are confident that you could kill him without ult, then I'm really happy. I think that's good. I think if I was you, I'm spamming this Baron on spawn. Like, tell my team, like, where's my team doing? The second you kill this Fiddlesticks, look at this. Fiddlesticks there for 36 seconds. Baron spawns in 28 seconds. So Fiddlesticks will still be dead when Baron spawns. And then even when he respawns, it takes him 15 seconds to run here. So if you guys, all 5 of you, start Baron on spawn, he will not be there. Meaning not only is the fight 45, but they have no smite. So the Baron fight is just guaranteed. So the second I get this Baron kill, I mean this fiddle kill, which you got right here, the second you kill this guy, I'm spam banging Baron spawn, assistance Baron, everything. I have no idea why your team's going bot, and I know we could just flame them, but you're not communicating this. I know I always see it as a jungler, you are a shepherd. You gotta tell your team what to do. They are just sheep. You gotta command them. In this case, you got the pick. You know that's the jungler. You know they have no smite. You should be very vocal and confident about doing Baron on spawn, knowing that their jungle cannot be here. Especially now we killed MF. Now it's their AD carry, and their jungle still can't be here, and their support now, right? So look at the number advantage. You have 3 teammates alive. They only have sorry, you have 4 teammates alive. Sorry, I'll reword this. You only have 1 teammate dead, they have 2 teammates dead. That's a very obvious number advantage. No reason not to pull Baron. Make sense? Yeah, this is so much randomness. Kill this guy, nice. Not sure why you're in the pit. No idea why you're this deep in the pit. I think you should just be chilling here. Again, you got yourself a team advantage. Look at this. In 10 seconds, Morgana spawns. Then she'll be here in 25 seconds, right? In 25 seconds, you'll have 45. You'll have all 5 teammates here. 25 seconds, will they have all 5 teammates here? This guy's have for 40 seconds, so he will not. You could give it 30 seconds, and in 30 seconds, you still have a guaranteed 45. You'll have all 5 people here. They will not have all 5 people here. So just, again, just play for guarantees. Play for number advantage, play for guarantees. You keep fighting, or not being with your teammates, when you have a guaranteed number advantage or future fight in your, in your future, in your near future. So I think you're not appreciating or thinking about number advantage nearly enough. There's multiple times in this game where you could have gotten a Baron or forced to fight up numbers, and you either have to be either patient or you have to ping your teammates or you have to group with your teammates, but you're kind of just doing your own thing constantly, you know? And now the enemy team got soul for no reason. I assume this next game decides to fight. I'm sorry, this next fight decides the game. But now they have Baron, so now it's just so much harder to play. So I don't know. I think this game was definitely winnable and preventable. I think in the mid game, I think early game I'm happy with you. Um, in how you don't skip camps. I think my biggest complaints are A, you need to base way more. B, you need to cross country way less, like running across the map. C, in mid late game, you need to group with your team more. And the biggest one mid late game is you need to think about and use number advantage fighting more, and pulling objectives number advantage, and starting fights number advantage, and also waiting for your teammates to be closer to you before doing stuff. I think those are the biggest takeaways I have for you. If you have any questions, you can message me on Discord. You have my Discord because I messaged you the other day. Um, Besides that, I think, yeah, obviously after this, the game's just over. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to message me. Goodbye.